everybody, and welcome to Tuesdays with Dahlia. Today, all kinda not really promised, we're going to be playing, Kusoge. I really hope I pronounced that right. I'm not even sure. And since I love rules, I am going to play it. So, yeah, I think it means like poo game, but I'm not entirely sure, because Google Translate is not very worthy of anything. So, yeah, everything is a poo, basically. And I think these are the characters, the protagon. I think that's like the protagonist. And, yeah, these people are people. Okay, let's start. Are you a complete noob to weeaboo in anime culture? We'll say yes. Okay, waifu notes activated. Cool. Cool. All the weeaboo references will be identified. If you want to turn off the annoying cliff notes, please go to preferences and spot the pink decorative waifu notes. I will keep that in mind. I dreamt of 0 waifus. I need 25 waifus. When I woke up, I wondered what a wet dream that was. Okay. Waifu means wife. Got that. And you don't actually get 25 waifus in this game. Find another waifu dating game. Aw, man. Aw. When I woke up, it was morning. I just transferred to a new school back in my home country, Japan. I didn't remember anymore. But when I was young, I lived in Japan for quite some time. What was what my parents told me. Okay, so I went to the bathroom. Alright. It turned out I accidentally drank spoiled milk. Okay. So now I'm constipated. Alright. Oh! This is a reference to Shinji from Neon Genesis, a word. Shinji sat on a metal folding chair while being very depressed about his life. Alright, I sat down on the toilet seat and groaned painfully. Finally something came out. What's with his underwear? Look at it, look at him. So sad. It was small at first, but it combusted into a loud fart and everything exploded to the toilet. Oh boy. I was relieved of stomach pains, but now I was late for the first day at my new school. Oh no. My legs took me as far away as possible from my house until I got lost. Well, alright. What was the point of running if I didn't know where I was going? However, when I looked around, I felt a sense of deja vu. I remembered this place from deep within my memories. This feeling had made me want to turn that very nostalgic corner. I can't pronounce words that I don't really know. Whoa! As I turned the corner, I accidentally ran into a girl who had a piece of toast in her mouth. Oh, classic anime anything. This is an anime cliche. When the first anime girl bumps into the main character, ends up falling for him. Ooh. Prote-kun. What? Geh! Chan-kun-san are honorific suffixes. This story uses them because it takes place in Japan, like every other visual novel that came from Japan. Yes, I actually know about this. Chan is kind of like the girl one, and kun is kind of like the dude one, and san is I think if you're like acquaintance. I don't remember if I'm completely right, but something along those lines. She fell with a loud thud and fainted. Oh, should we help this girl? Is it our fault that she kinda bumped into us? I mean, look, we're like totally shocked. And she's all like, oh! So, I guess we'll help her. Are you okay? I went to her side and shook her, but she lay lifelessly on the ground. As I hovered over her, I accidentally stepped on her face. What? Whoops. Okay. I started to feel bad for having stepped on her and carried her body to the nearby park bench. I placed her hardly nibbled on toast on top of her chest. Breakfast was an important part of your daily meals. After all, she would need it when she woke up. Her head was propped on top of my thighs for some strange reason when I laid her body down. Unable to move an inch in fear that the stranger would wake up and see how I invaded her personal space, I decided to take a nap. Wow, okay. Dot dot dot. Not before long, the school bell rang. I thought I was originally lost, but it surprised me to know how close the school was. Either way you go, the school was going to be close anyway. It's only a screen away after all. But either way, I opened my eyes, realizing that only 5 minutes had passed since I closed my eyes. Time moves slower when you monologue. Too bad he wasn't eternally monologuing. Also, I was officially late for my first day at my new school. No matter what you do, you're going to be late either way. Alright. On my lap, the red head fidgeted and from my abrupt movement. Dot dot dot. She continued to moan as though she was sleeping on the best lap pillow in the world. Excuse me, can you just wake up already? My lap is going nuts. Her eyelashes fluttered open, then she reached fondly towards my face. She felt the largest organ of my body against her palm. The largest organ was my cheek. An angel. Excuse me? I'm sorry, but I believe you've mistaken me for someone else. Though I do have, unfortunately, unnaturally white hair, I don't think that my parents' mystical lineage has any heavenly beings included. Protekun is a magical boy. He has a secretive backstory. Oh. Eh? Ah? Ah? She seemed flabbergasted enough to jump backwards with the triple axel jump. Girl-chan might be an Olympic gold medal ice skater. Maybe. Good Nasai. That means I'm sorry. She wasn't very sorry when she stole your wallet. What? Oh, she sounds just like me. She bowed and ran away, astonishingly fast. Soon she was out of my sight. You forgot your toast! What happened? I could only guess that this was one of those weird incidents that supposedly happens to everyone once they transfer to a new Japanese school in the middle of the semester. Something always happens to him when he transfers to a new school in the middle of the semester. He's just very unlucky. Maybe I should have just left her back there. No, we would have been complete poo heads if we did that. But now I was late. Oh well, I guess I'll eat the toast. Don't eat her toast. Get cooties or something. Protekun will probably have to go to the ER room for food poisoning someday if he keeps on doing that. Yeah, exactly. I arrived at Kusoge. Gakuen means poo school. We took a random Japanese word and stuck it with Gakuen to make it seem more authentic. Ah, very nice. Literally, there was no one in sight. Not only that, the school gates were closed. It didn't look like it, but my Shunen protagonist senses felt like an invisible barrier. Shunen means boy. Shounen? I don't know how to really say it. It's also the genre of Japanese comics that gave birth to many well-known tropes? Never mind. Protekun is part of the Shunen, and part by Shunen. Okay? Whatever should I do? Ooh. Should we climb the invisible gates of my imagination, or should we skip school? Oh, do we really need to go to school on the first day? I guess it is. Nah, we'll skip. You know what? I've quit being a goody two-shoes. I'm going to persuade my lifelong dream to become a Banshu! Even if I don't have a titular popular collar or Gakuren. Can still be a Bishi Banshu Desu. I don't know what. Okay. Banshu means gangster, preferably leader of all gangsters. Oh yes. Fulfilling my dream as the gangster leader. Bishi is short for Bishunen. Bishunen means pretty boy. And Desu means he watched too much Mo anime. Don't ask what Mo is. I almost don't want to know. Protekun. Stop. What is that? Stop right there. Police is Pipo-kun, the cartoon mascot for the Japanese police department. I randomly pulled it off of Google. Okay. What? You were thinking about being a banshee, weren't you? No, I wasn't. Who are you? We're the Japanese Thought Police. We are here to prevent delinquency starting from its origin. Thought Police came from dystopian novel 1984 by George Orwell. Oh my goodness, I read that. It's a book that it starts out really slow, then it climbs a bit, and then it stays like, you know, whatever, and then suddenly it like bursts into the skies. It's one of those kind of books. Crazy. Like, you keep reading until last sentence you're like, what? It ended? Yeah, you should read it. Read it. I did. And unfortunately, we found an offender right here in front of this school. Oh, I should do voices, shouldn't I? Okay. Me? Yes, you. What are you going to do to me? If you don't go to your classroom, we will arrest you. That sounds too suspicious. Should I run for it? Yeah! Do you think you can outrun me? I'm the fastest protagonist in the universe. I've been severely overpowered since I was born. Oh, look at my face. If you could grind your levels non-stop from birth, you'd probably be overpowered too. RPG logic. Oh damn. I completely forgot about his protagonist powers. Gotta go fast. Sonic. You can't use that line, that's copyright infringement. Just like everything else in this game. What a sprint. I escaped to the, what a sprint. I escaped into the next background. It didn't seem like they were chasing after me, though. But I couldn't stay here. They might still be on my tail. My Sonic tail. With another sprint, I realized I was back at school again. Well, what's happening? Haha, I bet you didn't see that coming. What did you do? It was just a little, oh, just a little this and that with your mind. Also, your silly American ways won't work. You're on Japanese soil. People can regulate world peace through the moderation of Gary and Mary Stoos. Okay. Damn. Whoops. You will no longer have your protagonist status. Now that we have changed your mind, you are now a regular Japanese high school student. Protagon can now be a boring, self-insert, no personality, empty shell of a main character. Just like the one of your Bishujo games. Okay. Now skedaddle to class. Make new friends and lovers like the game is about. But if I catch you doing something wrong, you know where I'll be. I'm watching you. Okay. So, the police mascot is watching me. Behind the door of my classroom, I could hear Sensei-san, getting ready to introduce me, the transfer student. Sensei means teacher. Really, I don't care why there's a san there. Just as Sensei-san was about to finish telling the class that I should be arriving any second now, I walked in. What kind of voice should I do? I don't know. Oh, what do we have here? Isn't it the protagonist? I was just talking to you about you to the class. The class began to buzz as I stepped into the room. They could see that I wasn't just any normal transfer student. I could hear whispers here and there, certainly caused by me and my strange foreign appearance. Girl-chan. Is that white hair? What's his name? He's cute, but he's a gaijin. Gaijin means foreigner. Ah. Of course, if Protagon wants to be a generic anime American transfer student, he should have just dyed his hair blonde. The chattering seemingly got out of control before Sensei-san silenced her class with a loud cough. Ahem, class. Oh, what? Ahem, class. Ongai minasan. Please go greet your new classmate. Ongai minasan means please, everyone. Yoro shiku ongai mishimasu. Blah 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 means glad to meet you. Ah, if you're asking me why I decided to write this instead of English, then you're missing the whole point of this game. Well, I guess I do need to learn Japanese since I will be going there probably during spring break. Good. Now Proteka. Oh, good. I can't do voices. Good. Now Proteka, can you tell something about yourself? Sure. How should I introduce myself? Play it safe, play it smooth, play it real. Let's play real. My real name is Jungjing Mujin Mugo. Konosuke Kaiju family support. No, approach. Oh shoot. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Scar vs. Bradley. Find it on YouTube. Okay, that's an actual. Alright. You can call me Protecon for short. Class. And I have a problem. I don't want to tell it to people I've just met, but I have Kusoge disease. Great. Kusoge disease will never be explained to you throughout. Will never be explained to you throughout the story. Because I think that means like poo disease. So he just told the class he's got poo problems. Yep. Symptoms include extreme diarrhea and lots of forced toilet humor. I hope we can still be good friends. Yeah. Gambate. Gambate means good luck. Thank you, random NPC girl-chan. You have my thanks. So where do I sit? You could sit in the back next to door slammed just when Sensei-san was about to tell me where to sit. In came the girl I saw a few scenes ago, now with a fierce, wild aura. She walked past me through the incident this morning. Oh, she walked past me as though the incident this morning didn't happen. Yankee-san, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh. Oh, wrong voice. Yankee-san, what are you doing? Not only coming in late, but also interrupting the transfer student's introduction. Which I finished quite a while ago. What should her voice be? What was it? Shh, Sensei-chan? Chan? How disrespectful. Stand out in the hallway, young lady. Instead, she sat herself and tilted her chair back dangerously, like a cool person. Sensei-san seemed quite furious, but finding my place to sit was much more important. I hope I get the back row by the window. Seat in the class determines how protagonisty a protagonist is. It's very important. Yep. Sensei-san, my seat? Oh, Protocon, you can sit next to Yankee-san in the back row seat next to the window. Oh, how ironic. I feel that you can make her a better person somehow. Sensei-san knows. And so I sat next to that girl, who seemed all too fierce and all too terrifying at this point. However, throughout class, I did not feel any evil aura from her. Class ended quickly and peacefully. It was finally time to end my first day of school. Now I had to go home and, like the good kid I am. As I walked out of the classroom, I spotted Yankee-san at the end of the hallway. With the way she made that impression on me this morning, I was quite interested in stalking her further. Wow. I hope I wouldn't get in any trouble with her. Stalking is a common in anime. How else do you get to know someone? Oh boy, don't I know it. But she's so mysterious. So I followed her. Creep. But in the next corner, I lost her. Where could she have went? Left or right? Well, my left hand is my favorite hand, so we'll go left. I turned left and sighted a house. And, okay. A surge of deja vu kicked in. This house. I think I know this house. Suddenly, someone touched my shoulder. Oh, it's a new girl, excuse me, but you're blocking the entrance to my home, Desu. Be careful. This girl says Desu, Ugu, and Yan. It's Japanese and I don't know the meaning of them. Oh, good, I don't know either. Oh, sorry. I moved out of the way, embarrassed. Hey, don't I know you, Ugu? Hmm? OMG, you're the new transfer student, Yan. She was probably the girl Chan from the beginning. Maybe. Oh, maybe. Yeah. Look at my face. I'm in your class. I'm in your class. You can call me Lin Chu-chan. I don't know if that's two I's or an L. Oh, two I's. In Chu-chan. I'm the class representative of your class, Ugu. She smiled prettily and took my hand. What? Why don't you come in for tea, Desu? What? No, I gotta go. I pulled my hand away from hers and sped off into the sunset. This was part of my Kikaku? Does that mean story? All according to Keikaku. Keikaku means plan. End. It's from Death Note. The subbers messed up. Or did they? All according to Keikaku. Game over! Okay, oh! That is it. Well, I'm going to be actually doing this game again next week since I know it has more endings. But it's so funny. Okay, yeah, so thank you actually for watching. I really enjoyed this and I want to enjoy it more. Because there's still some options we have to do, and I guess we'll try to go through most of them throughout the next couple Tuesdays or so. So yeah, sorry. I'll be seeing you guys next Tuesday. I mean, not actually seeing, but you know, my voice will be there, and this game will be there. Sorry, for you to stare at and listen to. Yeah, yeah, so that is it. Okay, goodbye, love.